Well, Charles from the Bible Unbound. What we have for you today is going to be a copy of the Jesus Bible in NIV with this very beautiful cover that we're going to take a look at in today's video. Hello everyone, Charles Lane from the Bible Unbound. What I have for you today is something that I picked up that I thought my wife would definitely enjoy. Before I can give this to her, I'm going to show you guys a little bit more about it because she is itching and rearing to go to take a look at this and probably use it for some note taking. As we go to an overhead, we have the Jesus Bible. So it's a themed Bible. It's not necessarily a study Bible, but it has a lot of things that you would typically see in a study Bible. So it's going to be 66 books, one story, all about one name. Typically why they would call this the Jesus Bible. It includes a custom experience in the YouVersion app, which is basically the reading plan to help you keep track of your reading throughout a year or 2 years. I haven't actually double checked that yet. So we're going to take a look at some of the features on the back. This looks like it's complete text of the NIV, introductions by Louie Giglio, 66 book introductions and highlights throughout the entire book. There's 6 compelling essays to draw attention to the broader narrative of the Bible, over 300 articles, and over 700 sidebar articles in here as well. So it's a special edition with cover art by Joshua Noom. There's room for notes on the sides. There's plenty of space, even though you see these sidebars. She really enjoyed this space that she'll be able to actually mark up and note with plenty of room in it. It has a dictionary-concordance, 2 satin ribbons, and 9.5 font. So it's very readable. And we open this up, we'll see that this is a gray art cover. I really like the art cover on here, this design. So you've got the angels, the change, and the crown of thorns. It is some very beautiful artwork. I like this. The side basically has the same thing on the spine. It's very good. There's the ISBN number if the overhead will focus on it. So it looks like it's a nice silver gilt, which goes with the theme. There's 2 ribbons, which I will get into in just a moment. Looks like it's stitched around the perimeter all the way. And we open this up. I like that theme page to it with their logo. And the Jesus Bible. Now, there is no dedication page in here. It just goes straight into the Bible itself. The generic table of contents, the Old Testament and New Testament. And as we go through here, into the preface, say that's in every Bible. You might get tired of hearing me say it sooner or later, but always at least read the preface one time so that way you get an idea of the way the translation is going, their textual basis, and their philosophy for the translation. You get a list of the contributors. And they're welcome. I see this throughout these little articles throughout here. And this is basically laying out the story of the book and how they did it. So the Bible is best understood when it's viewed as one story in 6 acts, from the beginning to the revolt, people, Savior, church, and forever. When you look at this, I like this. It's telling a story, and it's all about one name. I do like that. So when you go into the Old Testament, there's usually a little stinger here in the beginning of each one, like Jesus, our glorious creator in Genesis. And a nice introduction to Genesis. Nice, clean, very large font for the opening here. So it's a single column. The sidebars are almost the same. They're not quite the same font, but it's about the same size. One of the articles here. So you have these articles that are spaced throughout with the sidebars. And even though I noticed that there's a little bit of bleed through, so you tend to get some, especially with the large block letters behind on some of the pages. But it's really readable. Nice, crisp font, even with the gray undertones. That's very nice. I like their explanation here. Very clean. There are translation notes on the bottom. And these sidebars, if you notice, they don't always take up the entire room, so you've got plenty of space for notes and in the underlining. It's a slightly larger font than one of the other study Bibles that she has, which is why she thinks she's going to be leaning toward this one a little bit more. I really like that. I normally read dual columns, but I do see the benefits of the single column, especially if you're taking notes and underlining. So it makes it easier on when you got this nice generous space on the side to be able to take notes in. We'll jump forward a little bit more. I spent a little bit of time with this earlier today, and I really like some of the information that's in here. While this isn't more of what I would consider an actual study Bible, I do love all of the little notes and the tie-ins. Go a little bit farther here. I want to go into one of the poetic passages as we look for the ribbons. Getting into the Psalms. So it does have two ribbons. It has, when I can get the other one to come out. So it has a very nice, I was pulling from the wrong side. That's why it wasn't going to come out. So it has a very nice pink and a gray ribbon. Looks like they are smaller double-sided ribbons. They look really nice and shiny. So in the poetic sections is normally where you see any like real ghosting. Now there is some, but this is actually much better than some of the Bibles I read. I like the paper. The feel of the paper is really good. I can really find reading this would be very nice. Oh, look at all the space in Lamentations. You have all this generous side that if there isn't a sidebar on there, it is so much room. Now, you're probably not going to have this in all the spots, but I really like that. She was impressed with that too, because she's been liking to take notes and do little doodle drawings and things in her Bibles. And if that's something that you like to do, this is the type of Bible that I think you would like. Really nice. I do like some of the key points they're identifying here. This is one of the Bibles that you could spend a lot of time just reading the articles and interspersed in with your daily readings. I kind of like that. I have the Apologetic Study Bible, and I find myself doing the same thing. I'll get caught up spending most of my time reading the articles and the sidebars more than I do actually reading the text. I like this. So a lot of these articles, you could spend quite a long time just going through the articles themselves. In Galatians, Jesus, our justification by faith. I like that quote. Oh, there's some good information in here. I gotta be careful. I'll get caught up reading this instead of doing the review. Going to Philippians, Galatians, Titus, Hebrews. Let's see if there's anything else in the back. A lot of stuff for their last act notes in here. So this nice basic table of weights and measures. The beginning of a dictionary-concordance. Very clean. I do like the way they formatted this concordance. It's not as busy. I see some that they pack a lot of information into it, and this is clean, separated. It's very nice. Yes, at the end of the concordance, this is something I'm seeing Zondervan do in a lot of their study Bibles recently, is to add notes and note pages in the back. So this is what I thought it was. This is going to be a 2K Denmark typeset. It doesn't say exactly where it was printed. Paste down page, clean. I do like this. This isn't like a typical study Bible. It's more of a themed Bible in my opinion. But I do like a lot of the notes that are in here and a lot of the articles that are in here. She definitely thought when I bought this that she would probably end up using it because she thinks this theme fits more along the line with like her podcast and the other things that she's doing. So I think she will enjoy it. Zondervan's been doing a really good job on their leather softs. So yeah, I like the color theme. I would definitely recommend this. I'm probably going to spend a little time with this too in between when I can get it away from her. So thank you again for watching. And what we ask is that you like, subscribe, comment, and that way we can help bring more materials to you as we find them. And hopefully you guys will tune in and watch them again. So until next time, this has been Charles Lane from the Bible Unbound, and you guys have a nice day, evening, night, and I hope and wish you all well.